this class we are going to discuss about product of vectors. So there will be three types of product of vectors. So if you multiply it by the scalar with the vector, then you will get the once again you will get the vector only. So if you want to multiply any two vectors, so if you want to multiply two vectors, for example, A and B means there will be two possibility will be there. One is dot product and one more is cross product. So dot product is also called as scalar product, and it will be given by vector A dot vector B equals modulus of vector A into modulus of vector B into cos theta, where theta is the angle between the vector A and vector B. So if they given the vectors means even you can find out the angle between those two vectors by using the relation cos theta equals vector A dot vector B by modulus of vector A into modulus of vector B. So here you may observe that dot product, if you multiplied any two vectors with the dot product means dot operator means the product will become scalar. So because here there is no modulus of vector A means this will be scalar quantity, modulus of vector B that also will be scalar quantity, cos theta is also scalar quantity. So that means the product of any two vectors, that is dot product of two vectors, will be a scalar. So if you want to find out the angle between those two vectors means just you have to use the relation cos theta equals vector A dot vector B by modulus of vector A into modulus of vector B. So this will gives you cosine theta. So if you want to find out angle only theta only means just you have to shift this one cos to right hand side, then it will become theta equals cos inverse of vector A dot vector B by modulus of vector A into modulus of vector B. So now if the angle between any two vectors are 90 degrees, so that means if the initial points, if they intersect orthogonally means, so the angle between those two vectors will be 90 degrees. So that is theta equals 90 degree. So we know the value cos 90 is 0. So that means the dot product of those two vectors is 0. So this gives you this will become shortcut. So if you want to show any two vectors are orthogonal means just you have to show dot product of those two vectors is 0. Or if you want to show two vectors are perpendicular means just you have to show dot product of those two vectors is 0. So next I will move on to problems based on this dot product. So find the angle between the vectors. Find the angle between the vectors. Vector A equals find the angle between the vectors. Vector A equals 5i minus j plus k. Vector B equals 2i minus 3j plus 6k. So here they are given the two vectors. So now you have to find out the angle between two vectors means first you have to find out the cos theta, and it is given by cos theta equals vector A dot vector B by modulus of vector A into vector B. This is not dot product, this is simple multiplication. So now vector A dot vector B means, so just you have to apply the dot product. So in dot product, I dot I, dot product with I dot product with I will be 1, J dot will be 1, J dot J will be 1, K dot K will be 1. And remaining I dot J is 0, I dot K is 0, J dot I is 0, J dot K is 0. So now 5 into 2, 10 into I dot I means it will become 1, 10. Minus into minus will become plus, 1 into minus 3 means it will become plus 3. 1 into 6 is 6. So 10 plus 3 plus 6, that will be 19. This is the value of vector A dot vector B. So now we have to find out the modulus of given vectors A and B. Modulus of vector A, you know already, if the vector A is xi plus yj plus zk, then the modulus of that vector will become square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So which is equals to, so here value of x is 5 and y is minus 1 and z is 1. So then it will become square root of 5 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, that is 25 plus 1 plus 1, which is equals to 27. Similarly, modulus of vector B equals, so here vector B is 2i minus 3j plus 6k. X value is 2 minus 3 whole square plus 6 square. So 2 square plus of minus 3 square plus 6 square, which will be 4 plus 9 plus 36, which is equal to square root of 49. So this is the perfect square number. So square root of this one is 7. So now substitute those values. Vector A dot B value is 19 and vector modulus of vector A is 27 and modulus of vector B is 7. So we want to find out the theta. So that means you have to shift this cos to right hand side. Then it will become theta equals cos inverse of 19 by 7 root 27. So next problem is if vector A equals I plus 2j minus 3k and B equals 3i minus j plus 2k, then you have to show that vector A plus vector B and vector A minus B vector B are orthogonal. Also find the angle between 2 times vector A plus vector B and vector A plus 2 times vector B. So first you have to find out vector A plus vector B separately and vector A minus vector B. After finding the vector A plus B and vector A minus B, just you have to show these two vectors are orthogonal, means you have to show vector A plus B, vector B dot of vector A minus vector B equals to 0. We know that the condition for orthogonality of any two vectors is if the dot product of those two vectors is 0, then it will become, then two vectors are orthogonal. So that means you have to show this vector A plus vector B dot of vector A minus vector B equals 0. So similarly, so here you have to find out 2 times vector A plus vector B first and vector A plus 2 times vector B. After that, whatever you followed the method for finding the angle between two vectors in last problem, same procedure you have to follow here also. But here in first case, just you have to show dot product is 0. If it is dot product is 0, then you can conclude that the angle, those two vectors are orthogonal. So now, so just for the sake of simplification, I will take vector A plus vector B as some another vector C or anything you may take. So I will indicate it by capital letter A, and one more is vector A minus B as by vector B. So now you have to find out vector A plus B, that is capital letter A. So vector A is I plus 2j minus 3k and vector B is 3i minus j plus 2k. So if you added these two, you know how to add the vectors. So just you have to add the corresponding components. So I component coefficient is 1 here and 3 here. So that means 1 plus 3 is 4i. So now j component coefficients are 2 and minus 1. 2 minus 1 means it will become 1. So here minus 3 plus 2. So it will become minus k. So similarly, you have to find out the vector B, capital vector B, which will be given by vector A minus vector B. We have taken vector A minus B as vector B. So vector A is I plus 2j minus 3k minus of vector B means 3i plus j minus 2k. So if you multiply it by negative sign means it will become minus 3i minus j plus 2k. So now you have to add the corresponding components. 1 minus 3. It will become minus 2i. 2 minus of minus 1. It will become plus 3. Now minus 3 minus 2. It will become minus 5. You have to put bracket here, then it will be fine. So now it will become, so we got the vector B as minus 2i plus 3 is a minus 5k. Now you have to find out vector A dot vector B. This is capital vector B. 4i plus j minus k is vector A and vector B is minus 2i plus 3 is a minus 5k. So then you have to apply the dot product. You know I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1 and k dot k is 1, remaining all 0. 4 into minus 2 means minus 8. 1 into 3 is 3. Minus 1 into minus 5 means plus 5. Minus 8 plus 3 plus 5. So it will be 0. So vector A dot vector B is 0. That means these two vectors are orthogonal. We have taken vector A as A plus B and vector B as A minus B. Therefore, vector A plus vector B and vector A minus vector B are orthogonal. So now I'll move on to second part of this question. So second part is you have to find out the angle between the vectors 2A plus B and A plus 2B. So I'll take capital vector A in place of 2A plus B and vector B, capital vector B in place of A plus 2B. So vector A is 2 times small vector A, I plus 2j minus 3k plus B is 3i minus j plus 2k. So just you have to add these two vectors. So before adding, you have to multiply for vector A by 2. So it will become 2i plus 4j minus 6k. So B as it is 3i minus j plus 2k. If you add these two vectors means you will get 5i plus 3j minus 4k. So similarly, you have to find out the capital vector B, which is equals to vector A plus 2 times vector B. So now A is I plus 2j minus 3k plus 2 times of vector B is 3i minus j plus 2k. So first you multiply by this scalar 2 to the vector B. So you will get 6i minus 2j plus 4k. Now you have to add these two vectors. I plus 6i means 7i. 2j minus 2j means 0. Minus 3k plus 4k means it will become k. So now use the formula cos theta equals vector A dot vector B by modulus of vector A into modulus of vector B, which will be vector A dot vector B means first you have to find out the vector A dot vector B. So vector A is 5i plus 3j minus 4k and vector B is 7i plus k. So just to find out the vector A dot vector B. So 5i plus 3j minus 4k dot product of with dot product with the 7i plus k. So 5 into 7, 35. I dot I is 1. So j component is 0 in the second vector. So it will become 0. Minus 4 into 1 means minus 4. 35 minus 4. That means it will become 31. Divided by modulus of vector A. Modulus of vector A means square root of 5 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. 5 square is 25, 9, 34, 34, 4, 34, 16. It will become 50. So here also 49 plus 1, it will become 50. Square root of 15 to square root of 50. So final answer will become 31 by 50. That is theta equals cos inverse of 31 by 50.